Hello, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Carol. Hello, William. How are you guys today? Hope you're both having a great day.
I hope you all are having a
Oh,
wonderful day.
William's driving. Where you heading? You're always heading somewhere, William.
We've had the first rainless day here in probably a week. We've haven't had rain constantly, but every day we've had a shower or a thunderstorm or like yesterday, I don't know, the day before we saw the sun like 5 or 6 times plus a shower 5 or 6 times. So we went and filmed something yesterday too. So you guys watch videos. We did a nice. My hair's a mess. I've been outside in the wind. Um, yeah, we went and filmed some nice um, model trains.
Oh, that was fun.
A friend of mine. So you guys are gonna really enjoy that, I think.
There's a big giant train outside, like 5 different tracks going on out in his yard, and
It's 25 feet wide by 80 feet long.
really
It's
fun.
huge. It's really huge. The trains are like big. They're not the kind you can sit on or anything, but they're big. They're big
Probably a
trains.
foot and a foot and a half long.
Yeah, I don't
Each
know much
each
about scales,
each
but
train.
you know.
Hello, Doreen. How are
Hello,
you?
Doreen. How are you? Yeah, so we had a blast yesterday. It was the
We
first
had a
time
good
we've
time.
actually, because of the house and the trip to Quartzsite and everything, it's the first time we've actually got into the car and went and filmed something on purpose. Like,
Mm.
actually, I've got one more video left from Quartzsite actually. So we did well on our trip. Uh,
Yeah, Carol, they were really neat. You would have loved this. And the inside his garage, he had another set up with like really tiny little trains, and but he had all the backgrounds and the mountains and waterfalls, and what a cool deal! It's like we just both stood there smiling all day. We had like huge smiles on our face for like we were there for
it
two
was,
and a half hours,
no, we
and
were there for 3.5 hours almost. But anyways, yeah, we were there for almost 3 hours actually. But anyways, yeah, I smiled the whole time when I let the smile go. My cheeks were hurting. That's all. I mean,
it was fun.
it was just fun. And then inside, he had a complete setup too,
Yeah, it was nice.
of HO scale. The little ones, and he had villages and buildings and burning
Very nice.
buildings and all kinds of people and
Yeah, he had burning buildings with the fire engines to put them
businesses.
out.
Yeah, businesses and
Very cool.
Kentucky Fried Chicken and all kinds of different automobiles and I don't know. It was really, really, really
Very
everything
fun.
was kind of lit. He made homemade mountains in the background and then added wallpaper to the wall so it gave it like a 3D effect. It was really cool. Really, really cool.
Yes, Carol, he had whistles. He had all kinds of
Oh
little
yeah,
sound
all sorts of
effects
different
on the
sounds.
outside tracks. Not so much on the inside one, but on the
No, not
outside
the
one.
inside one. The outside one. I think he said he has 11 sound
Yeah, he kept
Yeah.
had engine sounds and he
Um,
had whistles
if
and
you if
all kinds of stuff.
if you watch, we strapped the GoPro to one of the trains so y'all can take a trip around and you can see all the other trains going by and stuff. It was pretty cool. I was a little nervous about my GoPro, but it made it in one piece. And
He was gonna just put it on there, and his wife wanted to give him a piece of double-sided tape, and he's like, "No, it'll be fine." I'm like, "Yeah, no. Why don't you just put double-sided tape? It'll sit." Plus,
yeah,
he ended up putting it on top. He had a little train that had like a little
well, it would have been fine because
little in the basket kind of
at
thing.
first we were going to put it in a little container, so it didn't really need to be
Right.
taped. But then
Wasn't gonna get a
you wouldn't be
view.
able to see, so I
Uh,
put it up on top of the train on like a platform, and it would have came off in the
yeah.
turns or whatever.
So it did. It
Uh,
was gonna. That's gonna be a cool view.
and the particular train is on has got its own sound effects. Like when it goes uphill a little bit, you can hear the motor. You
Chugs.
can hear
Yeah.
the motor working harder.
Was that the old train that he put it on?
It's a steam train, yeah. But obviously it's not a steam train. It's made to look like a steam train, but it does have this stuff that you can put in the chimney, and I guess that every once in a while puffs out
Like liquid smoke or something.
some sort of smoke. Yeah, some sort of smoke. He's got bridges. He had an outside waterfall.
It
He
was really cool.
built it all himself, except the actual track. The actual track was down. When they inherited the house from his wife's grandfather,
Right.
because his wife's grandfather was really into it, and he died, and then they inherited the house, and along with the house, he inherited all of these trains, and he liked trains even before that, so he's loving it. He doesn't have to spend a lot of money. He's got everything he needs there. Very, very cool. I guess the kids like to come in the neighborhood and check out the train, and they like to make all the different sound effects.
And the inside one, he showed us part. It was part of his original set as a kid that he's had forever. And he put his original set in there and then added the grandfather stuff around it. So very cool. Oh, you've been to the different railroads, Carol? I bet we love going to the railroads. It's so fun.
Yeah, yeah.
And Doreen's stitching while
Doreen
listening.
is
So
stitching while listening. Yes, ma'am.
what are you making, Doreen? She's always making something funny.
She's
Pretty, I mean.
she's very art talented.
Yeah.
Doreen is.
She does a lot of cross stitching. So hello, Melanie. How are you
Hi,
today?
Melanie. How are you?
You guys have a good day. They went up and did some dog training today. So
Yeah, how did it go today? Was it hot up there today?
I bet it was. She went up to New Hampshire, so
Yeah.
I bet it was hot up
It's
there.
kind of warm here today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had the AC going all day today, so
Yeah.
um
Susie did good. She did a lot more
yeah, I've been neating
lot
today.
more neatening up in here, and
Trying to neat in piles today.
we're actually sitting.
Oh, you rode the train up the mountain? Yeah. So we love going on trade rides.
Yeah.
We do that whenever we can.
Yeah, matter of fact, on my bucket list is that one that goes into the Rocky Mountain Railroad. I can't wait to do that one. It goes like right alongside mountains and stuff. So that's what actually on our bucket list. One of these days we're gonna make that. Every time we've been around the area, it's wintertime and it's closed, of course, because up in the mountains they probably have about I don't know, 5 feet of snow up there. Lori is Lori is on board, and she said she went to Edaville Railroad when we were kids. So
Yep.
did we, Lori. That was one of our wintertime trips, because to go to Edaville Railroad is very cool with steam trains and lots of decorations. And
Yep.
the place has changed now, though. It's not like it was when we were kids. It's kind of like
An amusement park.
an amusement park / train ride.
Right.
It used to be. Used to have the museum and all that kind of stuff. Not anymore. There's no more museum there.
Hello, Yankee Kyle. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it. And Cindy Hogan, thank you for coming to visit. We love you guys.
Very good memory, Lori. Yes, South Carver. Yes, ma'am.
Laurie grew up in our area, so
Yep.
she has lots of good memories. We just sent her some chow mein and some coffee syrup. So
Edaville
gotta
Railroad.
surprise
Actually,
her mom.
Edaville Railroad, Lori, it actually went bankrupt at one point, and
It
then
did, yeah.
somebody bought it, and now it's back on track. I guess they're not like rolling in dough or nothing, but they're keeping it rolling. They're
The
keeping
prices they charge, they should be rolling
Yeah.
in it. I
And
mean, it's really expensive
It's
now.
expensive, but I can remember my mother and father complaining how expensive it was when we were kids too. What I used to like is the little bake shop there, and they had fresh cranberry bread right out of the oven. Oh my God, it was delicious.
I think they still have that,
Absolutely
all
delicious.
the candy and stuff.
Hi, Bob. Bob's out on the e-bike. Hey, Bob, thank you so much for the shout out the other day. I watched the video, and I did catch the shout out, but I kind of forgot to thank you. So thank you so
Hello,
much.
Bob.
Bob
And
was-
Laurie, I always get that wrong. I know you were born and raised in Reno, but your parents grew up in New Bedford.
Right.
So, but she visited a lot as a kid. So
And yeah, Bob, thank you so much for the shout out. He was listening to us 2 weeks ago on one of his e-bike rides, and because he had his head camera or chest camera, I'm not sure, and he looked down and there was Merton and Sue on his handlebars. So that was kind of cute. Thank you so much.
Laurie, we're hoping at some point you come to Mass for a visit while we're here. That would be fun. Come see our neck of the woods. Come visit us over here. Probably won't happen though, because you're usually in your summer spot.
Yeah, she said as a kid she made a
Right.
couple family trips. Yeah.
Bob, is Sue home yet? I know you've been missing her.
Lincoln Park, Lori. Yes, ma'am. We used to
Lincoln
go there.
Park, yeah.
When we were like 16 and 17 and 18, me and my two buddies, we would spend either Friday night or Saturday night at Lincoln Park to try to score girls of all places, right? But they're always there with their parents. It's not like we were going to score girls. It's just, there was a lot of girls around then. So
Fun place. Love
yeah, it
Lincoln
was a
Park.
very, very fun place.
Now it's condos,
Yep,
unfortunately.
it's called Lincoln Park Village.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now all of the roads that are in the condos are, Candy Apple Lane, Roller Coaster Avenue, and all that kind of stuff. So it's very, very melancholy to ride by that place now, for sure.
Stephen King has William Brody scared of Maine.
I don't blame
I would
him.
be afraid of anything that Stephen King talks about. I don't read his books.
Right.
My daughter-in-law really loves that, but I'm not a scary. I don't like scary stuff. The pot pies were really good. We had pot pies for dinner. We found some gluten-free ones
They're
that he's been
delicious.
enjoying, and his dad hasn't had a pot pie since he's been gluten-free, which is many years
Yeah.
now. So
We found them like probably a year or a little over a year ago, stuff, and then I've been eating them regularly because it's kind of cool. You come home from work, you throw them in the oven. There's no dishes or anything because they're in their own little tin. So I asked Dad today, he eats whenever he wants, and I said, hey, we're gonna make some pot pies. We had 6 of them because they were in the tall freezer at the house, and so we need to use them up. So we cooked all 6, and they're just little. We each had 2. They were good. He liked them. It's the first pot pie he's had in probably 15, 20 years or
Yeah.
whatever. So
Since he's been gluten free,
Yeah.
first one he's had.
yeah,
So
Laurie, losing Lincoln Park was very sad.
it was
It
sad.
is. It still is. It still is sad.
We
But
had so
that's
much
the way of
fun
the
there.
world, you know. Even amusement parks have gone corporate. You know, Six Flags, and they run all the mom
Oh,
and
I
pop
know.
places out, and the way of the world,
I
unfortunately.
feel bad for families because I don't know how they can afford to bring the kids to stuff like that because it's like, $25 a person
Oh
just
my
to walk
God.
through the gates.
$25
And they're
now.
charging, there's probably more
It
than
was
that.
$25 when we used to go to Riverside Park. I'd say
Right.
now they're saying it's $60 to $75.
Whoa, really?
You know, to get into these states. It's
Jeez.
I don't know. I want to say 150 a person to go to Disney. You know, it's crazy. Just curious, William. I know you're a talented man, but how do you drive and text at the same time?
Hopefully you stop somewhere along the
Yeah, I
way.
hope you either stopped or you have a way to do it by talking or whatever. But thank you for being here, and thank you so much for texting.
So, William, do you only like the ones with only chicken in them? Is that what you mean? That's my preference as well. I was a big girl today, and I ate my peas and carrots.
She did eat
so
her peas and carrots without
I did
complaint.
eat my peas and carrots, so I behaved myself
But
today, and
they're
didn't
smothered in
whine.
gravy, so
Yeah, so I didn't whine too much.
you don't notice them.
But I do prefer just to have the chicken in mine as well.
Cindy Hogan just finished eating homemade sausage and gravy and biscuits. Good for you.
Oh
That
boy,
actually sounds pretty good talking. He's talking on the
talking.
okay.
Good.
Just want to be safe. I don't want you all to have a mishap on the road because of Merton and so because of us.
Your mom likes KFC pot pies. I bet they're good. I've never tried one, but I bet they're
I
really
bet they're
good.
delicious. I've never tried
We
one.
haven't gone in so many years because of him being gluten free. So we haven't gone many
No,
years.
I haven't been able to.
We used to do KFC when we went to the races every Friday night. We'd go to the races and we'd stop at KFC and we'd have that. But back then they didn't have pot pies.
No. And it was
These are poison pellets.
right.
I have to agree, Laurie, but I did eat them.
I think I've heard you on your lives, Laurie. I think I recall you talking about your mom making you eat peas or something. Like she was made to eat green beans. You couldn't force her to eat a green bean if you put a $50 bill. Not
the
one green bean.
The smell is terrible.
Oh yeah, and I didn't like peas when I was a kid, but I love peas now. I like pea soup, and stuff.
I can do peas better than I can do green beans. Forget it. I still, if I make a vegetable soup in there, I usually put the vegetables, the mixed vegetables in there, and it always has tons of green beans. You'll see me picking the green beans out of my soup.
If you ever eat with Susie, you'll see her picking a lot of things out of her various meals. She doesn't like onion and
Well, if I don't see the onion, I'll eat it. But I am a baby when it comes to.
Susie
I'm quite the child when it comes to
Susie's
vegetables.
not a baby, but she's reluctant, and she is like she didn't have her first steak and cheese sandwich until what? 35.
I don't know. Ask Cindy; she'll tell you.
30, 35. So when I
very plain eater.
When I first married her, she would eat like tuna fish sandwiches, hamburger, about it,
pork chops
and pork chop, stuff like that.
Yeah, I eat meat, but I'm not a very, don't mix too much stuff in my food kind of person.
In Lancaster County, must have something to do with the Dutch, I would say, Doreen. But she says in Lancaster County, the pot pies aren't pies; they're like chicken and dumplings. Which
he loves.
I love
dumplings.
Chicken and dumplings. I bet you that has something to do with the Amish.
Cindy said, I like KFC pot pie too, and Acme grocery stores have good chicken pot pie. Hot and ready to eat. Ooh, that sounds good.
Acme? I've never heard of Acme grocery stores.
Me neither. Actually, Shores, where we, our local store in Dartmouth has a good pot pie. And it's actually the rotisserie chicken they use. So they'll use up the rest of it, whatever rotisserie chickens didn't sell. And the other day I had one, but it actually had all the skin still on it. It's like, take the skin off at least. Jeez. But it is good.
Acme's are in PA. So that's
hello, Linda. How are you today?
Never seen it. Linda Baca. Hello. How are you?
Yeah, Ashley's picky as well. There are a lot of us picky people in this world.
That's okay.
Acme is part of Albertsons and Safeway. I like Safeway.
If we all like the same thing, there'd be nothing but vanilla ice cream at the stand, right guys?
Right.
So
yeah, we like Safeway a lot. We did a lot of Safeway we used to live in Texas that we did Safeway then.
Safeway there. Then when we were in Parker down
Arizona,
Parker, Arizona had a Safeway. We shopped there. They have quite a bit of organic or gluten-free things there.
Because we like the O Organics brand. I always thought it was a Shores brand, but it's not. It's actually just an O Organics brand of organic food. and they have that at Safeway. And
Yeah, they do.
anything you have of O Organics is
If you
really
see
tasty
anything
stuff.
that says "Oh Organics" on it, it's outstanding. I've had lots of their products, man. They are good.
Hello, Roy and Becky. Assuming it's Roy. How are you today? Oh, Linda Bach is watching the NASCAR race. I bet Roy is too.
Where's the NASCAR race this week, Linda? And who's in the lead?
Probably nobody we know because it's been so long since we've watched
we haven't
racing.
paid attention to racing lately.
We're so out of it.
We were into racing for years and years, not just TV racing, but local short track racing. We went all over the place, following stock car, following our various drivers and stuff. Had nothing to do with the ones that are on TV, but
it was funny. The other day he was watching on YouTube. He's found a new channel that's showing some old stuff. Kyle Busch is. See, we know Kyle Busch.
Yeah, I know Kyle Busch.
Sonoma. They're running the race in Sonoma, California. But anyways, he was watching a YouTube video and it was talking about a guy, and I'm like, wow, that guy's still racing. He goes, no, that was 1989.
1988. Oh yeah, whatever, 89.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Sue goes, that's all names that we know, and I'm like, that's because when we used to go to the races in 1988, we used to follow those people. We
I thought it was new. I had no clue.
What, 35 years of our marriage, 33 years of our marriage, just about every weekend,
every Saturday
all
racing.
Either at Seekonk Speedway or one of the local tracks. There's a Waterford Speed Bowl, Riverside Park.
For a while,
Star Speedway, Lee Speedway. We had 5 or 6 of them around here that we regularly went.
For a while, he was a columnist for the racing newspapers, for 2 or 3 different racing newspapers. So we would travel around and he would write a column on the races
for 3 different papers. Yeah, I did that for 11 years. I did that.
Yeah,
and I actually announced. I was the announcer at Seekonk Speedway for 2 years. So that was fun, I must say.
I really enjoyed that.
That was a blast. Yeah, being an announcer. When I was a kid, I used to stutter really, really bad. So it was like amazing to people to think that I could get up there and do that and not stutter. I still get stuck on a word now and then once in a while, but I used to stutter really bad. But I would never stutter up there because it was just different. Like you wasn't even thinking about it. You just had to talk.
Well, you had to do it fast too.
And it was a challenge. Like you had to introduce 25, you got a little short quarter mile. So they all roll out of the track and they double up and you have 3 laps, sometimes 4, but usually 3 laps to announce, 28 cars, 24 cars or whatever. So you had to roll it. You had to announce the drivers, announce the sponsors, and every once in a while you get caught, behind, and you'd have to be shouting during the first couple laps of the race, or the last couple of guys or whatever.
Hello, IJ. How are you? Thanks so much for joining us. Stapleton 42 does a lot of history NASCAR stuff on YouTube. Is that who you watch?
No.
Who do you watch?
I watch Sid's View, but he only does Waterford Speedbowl.
Oh, Sid's View. Okay, he does that one local track we used to go to. Oh, okay.
Waterford Speedbowl, and he does dabbles in Seekonk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. IJ Sabell.
Yeah.
Welcome. Who else did you see? Somebody just said hi to somebody. I don't see him.
No, I think I just said hi to her.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hello. Welcome.
He forgets. He reads from the bottom, guys. He forgets to read from the top down.
That's okay. That way we don't miss nothing.
Well, yeah, but then half the time you're talking about something down
it's
there.
It's fine. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's fine. It's good.
So what's going on with you guys?
It's a little slow tonight because we don't have like a whole bunch of people.
I know, so we can actually take time to read it. Yeah. On Wednesday, it was going by so fast.
Man, it was crazy. I should have had it slowed down a little bit.
We had a great.
We have 9 people and 5 likes.
Oh,
so
hit the thumbs up, guys, please.
Hit the thumbs up for us.
Totally appreciate it if you would.
We would appreciate it, and we appreciate you all being here too, for sure. So I see that CR View has decided to stay with you all, huh, Roy? We noticed that today.
Yeah, he was putting in the he was putting on the new solar panels to run the AC. How's it going? Did he get it to work the way he wanted it to? Is he going to do one for your camper next? And what made you guys decide to stay there this year? You usually go someplace up in the mountains where it's cooler.
Yeah, usually.
What made you decide to stay this year?
No, I thought they went back to. Yeah, they do. They go up towards Indiana.
Up someplace in the mountains. Yeah.
So, I don't know.
So curious minds, Roy.
Curious minds, right?
I'm like a curious cat. I can't help it.
Sometimes curiosity kills the cat. So
I know.
I got to get some water. I'll be right back, guys.
I'm really bad about curiosity. I can't help it. So I've been trying to be busy today and get some piles taken care of. We could barely find the table, so I'm trying to get that done. So got some definite piles taken care of today, and we got the front seats of the actual camper that we drive in. We could not possibly drive in them right now because they're so full of
Oh
crap.
man, they're
So
full of crap. Yeah,
that's the next
that's the next step.
to get to. But most of that is like one's a big bin. One my seat has a big bin on it that needs to more stuff to hang up. Yes, Doreen, I'm gonna hang more stuff. So I have a
She has another bin.
I have another bin of stuff. We were supposed to move together. They took off a day earlier than I expected. They were only 2 miles up the road. Then the road was ripped up in here. So so you got stuck.
Oh yeah, because I heard they're doing they're re-leveling the roads there or something, huh? That's what I heard. Yeah.
Oh wow. So do they come back to you? Because I thought by the the video it sounded like he came back to hang out with you. And William's home. Thank you. I'm glad you're
I
safe.
don't think he made it back. I think he's in the same area, but he never made it back because the road was they're trying to fix the road. It's a little rough driving in there too. I remember last year you had big giant.
It was very rough.
Big
road.
giant potholes. So they must be trying to
not actually stuck, but I couldn't get out. So
yeah. Hey, you know what, Roy? I would have felt claustrophobic. Even though I don't know. I like to be able to move, even though if I don't want to move, I like to know I can move. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that, deal.
Oh, you're gonna meet back up in a different spot?
Yeah, I heard you wanted to change spots, Roy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. How come you didn't like where you were? Yeah,
I guess you get the pick of the first spot right now.
Right?
You get the best spot because nobody else is there. So
you get the cream of the crop. I know
That's
Laurie's Way's there, and I know that you guys
she's
are
still
there.
there?
I know CRView's there. So I'm sure there's other folks that we don't know that's there. But from what I've seen from the videos, it's pretty barren. It's wild. It's like a completely different looking place.
I know I can't.
Even
imagine.
the town, Tom and Laurie RV Life took us for a tour when they were on their way home. They happened to spend the night there, and everybody was gone, and they took a tour around town. Everything's closed, and there's hardly anything open. And
so because when you pay the long-term living is for certain months, correct? And so as long as if you move around at least, they don't give you a hard time. Okay.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Doreen says, when I camped 2 nights at layover spot a couple weeks ago, I didn't unhook. Even though I could have unhooked anytime, I did feel kind of trapped, but it was 100% by choice. A weird feeling.
It is a weird feeling, Doreen. Yeah, we've kind of been there before.
He said this morning, he goes, I'm ready to get going. I think he says that at least once every day.
Yeah, we're ready to hit the road, baby. Let's
go.
Let's hit the road.
Ready to go.
We got a lot more to do, though. I actually started sealing the rig here today, too. So I got the whole driver's side all the way from, so she's a Class C. So just up front where it just started to go down in front of the cab there. I did from there all the way to the back. I got one more piece after our live all the way to the ground. So we did about 52. I did about 52 feet of it today. Started around 9 o'clock this morning.
Something like
so
that.
I probably put about 5-6 hours in on it. So yeah.
Got it all scrubbed up first.
Scrubbed it all up. I cleaned it. I got it all dry, and then I sealed it with 6-inch Eternabond tape. And from what I've seen and heard and read, that stuff is the cat's meow. It's supposed to stop leaks on permanently. So we'll see. I hope that we not that we have leaks. We have one leak up front, but nothing major. I know where it is and I've addressed it. But if we're going to be living in Finicky Franny for the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, 10 until we get too old to actually do it, then I need to keep it sealed. I don't want water damage. So I'm going to do the other side next weekend, and probably the back and the front, so the whole roof will be sealed. And then I'm going to do every single seam in the rig, all the way along the side, all the way along the bottom, all the way the whole Class C part, all around the cab. I want everything sealed. No bull. I don't want no leaks, no how. So when it rains, I don't have to worry about it. And I'll tell you what, that Eternabond tape, when it sticks, it's stick. I had it on my thumb. You can't. It's really, really strong stuff. I'll tell you. So I'm assuming we'll be good for a long time, I hope.
Roy said 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. What's nice, we don't have to move 25 miles with that pass that he's on now. Well, that's good.
Well, that's good. That's very good.
Roy said, yeah, gut feeling not to travel north with all the bad roads. So I got an AC2 and run it on the Solar 2. Working great so far. Well, awesome. Glad it's working for you guys. It's awesome.
Good. And as long as you and the dogs are comfortable, that's what matters.
Yeah. Doreen said, I was glad to get home after 10 days, but as soon as the laundry was washed, legs and pits shaved, too much info. I was ready to go again, leaving this Wednesday until Sunday to Cherokee, North Carolina. Sounds like fun.
She has a really neat, you guys have never checked her channel out, head over there. A, she's a really, really nice lady, and B, she has a really nice, cute little trailer. I actually started watching her when she rebuilt it. It was like a mess. It was like really needed a lot of work. And she built her brother and her sister-in-law built it from the ground up. She's got these like nice flowers on the side of it. It's like a pretty color green and just big enough for one person. I think it's really cool.
Linda, you said right on Doreen. Is that because she shaved her pits and her legs?
Yeah, come on, you guys.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Sorry.
And Doreen is
bad humor.
Doreen says, if you want to go over and check her out now, she just posted a video from last weekend's fiberglass camper rally. She likes to film and meet folks that have classic or antique or older rigs vintage that have been redone, and she does a beautiful job filming them, and you get to meet all different RV people, and of course we all know that RV people are wonderful people, and you get to see some really beautiful old rigs, really beautiful old rigs.
Roy said, plus the temps haven't been too bad this year so far, which is unusual for this time of year. Now, Roy, you've already said that you were over 101, so it depends on what you consider too bad. Now, in my view, that's hot already. So I guess it all from your perspective, right?
I've heard they can get up to 115 there.
Yeah.
Not that I'd want to be in it.
I think one of the lives recently he was 101, wasn't he? Am I remember correctly? I think I'm remembering correctly. Crazy brain could not be, but I thought that's what he had said.
So Roy says he's all ready. He's sitting here all packed up to move, other than his mat and his solar panel. So he's ready to go. So as soon as the roads are ready, I would say Roy and Becky are going to be going up the road and finding a different spot.
So I said that because Dorney's a fiddlefoot.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Fiddlefoot.
And Cal wants a PTA bath. We all know what that means. This one isn't a camper tour, but I filmed 4 to 5 campers while there. That will post in the coming weeks. Cool. What does it make of your trailer, Doreen? I forget. Do you know?
That was my sister saying bye to us. She came by earlier to visit my dad, and we were in there. She was in there when we were eating.
We were talking
Popeyes.
Yeah, she was talking. She goes, "I don't want to be live."
Who said that?
Cindy. Yeah. Like, oh no, you don't have to be live. Don't worry.
No, Cindy, you're not live. Here comes Dad now.
He'll come and knock on the window. He must be going for ice cream or something. Either he wants to make sure Cindy's got everything.
Speaking of ice cream, when I get done doing that last piece of tape, I'll take a ride and get some ice cream.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm looking forward to. We had Lonnie from Crafty Traveler, her from the YouTube channel Crafty Traveler, and she stopped by and spent a couple days with us and stuff. And she's a really nice lady. But if you haven't checked her channel, I'll check it out. She has some nice adventures lately on it. And she stopped to get some ice cream, and I like sherbet, but she got this mango sherbet, and it was delicious. So I think I'll have some mango.
Looking forward to
mango sherbet. Susie likes her coffee Oreo.
Doreen is a 1987 cadet. That's what hers is. Roy said it should have been over 100 every day since last month, but it hasn't. Today's high is 89.
I knew it was a cadet, but I had no idea it was in 1987.
Hello, Hiking with Jackie Boy. How are you? And Jackie Boy is a puppy, and I cannot remember his name. Remind me of your name, Jackie. Hiking with Jackie Boy.
You know what happens is we're getting to the age now when you can shake somebody's hand, and they'll say, "Hi, I'm I don't know, I'm Harry," right? And I'll turn around and I'll go do something. I cannot remember that guy's name. I mean, for the life of me. The only way I can remember somebody's name is if I've been around them for a little while and used their name several times. I mean, it's maddening. And the older I get, the worse it gets.
Hello, Peter. How are you?
Peter, welcome.
You just turned the AC on 20 minutes ago. You do not mind the heat, so you must. It's not even, 75 here today?
I would say 70.
I think 75 is high.
75 with very high humidity.
He's crazy? His dad said he's crazy because he just went and loaded up he's going to help his dad tomorrow do what are you helping him do?
We're going to put a compressor into an air conditioner. the compressor in the current air conditioner is, for lack of a better word, shit the bed, and so that's not working. So my father ordered a new one. It's for our cousin who lives up in Boston. So that's what my dad does. But I'm going to be going up there with
Kevin.
him. I'm going to be going up there with him tomorrow. We're going to take out the old compressor and put a new compressor in.
But he just loaded up his sister's car. His sister came because she's driving, so his sister came to put the stuff in the car, and his dad was going to come out and help him, but he did it all himself. So that's why he's out there telling him he's crazy. He's pointing and doing the crazy sign outside the window because he did it all himself.
Oh no! So Roy and Becky said that they lost a solar panel that got tossed by the wind and broke.
Oh, that's too bad.
Luckily, it was a smaller wattage panel. He said, and it's still working great. The glass is shattered in it, but it's still hey.
Can't complain about that.
As long as it keeps working. What the hell name brand is it, right? I mean,
that's the ones to buy, right?
Yeah, right. Next winter we have a couple people offering to help us, so we'll see what happens. We might be just putting some solar panels on it.
Might try.
On finicky, but the inverter that we have now
has to be changed.
Has to be changed because it's not designed to charge lithium batteries or take solar. So it's going to cost $2,500 or something. But if we're going to be doing this for years and boondocking, it's going to be worth it. So we'll see.
Hiking with Jackie Boy is Kevin. So
Kevin,
hello,
right.
Kevin.
Yeah.
I will do my best to remember that.
Yeah,
Kevin.
No, nothing personal. I can hardly remember my own name half the time. So not that we.
Some days.
See, that's what sucks is when you can't remember somebody's name. They get a feeling like you're not important to them. That's not true with me.
I had to see it a few times. After a few times, I usually get to remembering everyone's names. Yeah. But I do try. I try. Look at Wally World for batteries now. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Roy. Wally World.
And Kevin said he's the same. So.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Although he said I'm not. He said I'm Kevin. I'm not good with James myself. Said, of course, spell check is always wonderful in helping us out, isn't it? James instead of names. They drive me crazy. They're always changing. You put the word in you want, and they change it to something else. And I always try to make sure I double check my spelling and stuff before I send a text. But sometimes I forget, and it comes up like, what?
Yep.
And how's it going over in Arkansas? Peter just moved to Arkansas from New York, so
it's going to be getting hot there, right?
Yeah, it must be pretty warm there today, Peter.
I bet you were hotter there today than we were. We were only 75 today.
Oh, online, not in the store. Lithiums were running under 300. Wow, that's pretty cheap. Jeez, lithium batteries. Wow, we just paid more than that, didn't we?
We haven't gotten lithium batteries. We got 2 6-volt AGM batteries right now,
and they were more than 300.
Oh yeah, no, they were 320 apiece. Yeah.
Right.
Not a bad price, I'm telling you right
really
now.
Cheap.
I was reading an article and also watching a YouTube video about it too, that we only have enough lithium on Earth for, I don't know what, I think they said 18 years, and then we're going to run out of lithium. So they're going to have to come up with something different because
scary.
And I don't know what they're going to do with all these batteries either. And I'm not complaining because I'm right with you. I'm gonna be getting them, but yeah, it's not a permanent fix because there's not going to be enough lithium to go around. Maybe we'll figure out a way to make it I don't know nothing about it. But
Dory said, I'll forget your name in 2 minutes, but I remember something someone said to me when I was a teenager. So true.
Absolutely.
So true.
Like I can remember my father's CB number when I was 9, KQA8951, but I can't remember my own telephone number I swear it's not.
He can't remember his address or his zip code.
I'm sure you guys are the same though. Years ago, you knew everybody's phone number in your head. Now you just hit a name and then hit call, so you don't really learn anybody's phone numbers. If you lost everybody's phone numbers in your trinket, you'd be screwed. You wouldn't know any of them.
Kevin, where are you? I think you're in Florida. Am I correct on that? If I remember correctly, 98 degrees there. African Dreamin', hello, and thank you so much for joining us. Very special of you to come spend some time with us. We appreciate it.
We do appreciate it. We appreciate all of you being here.
Roy and Becky's Travels Walmart website acts as a marketplace. Have to choose Walmart as retailer on left column menu if you want to be sure it's from Walmart. Oh, okay.
Say that again? Yeah.
You have to, It's like a marketplace, you said.
Oh.
It It's been around 90 most days. Humidity hasn't been bad, but it's been getting more humid the past few days, I bet. Peter was trying to, he had a bunch of chicken eggs he's trying to start a little business with. And I saw him on someone's live today, and he said that, I think, Peter, tell me again, because I know I'm going to get this wrong. He had, I think, maybe 6 hatched, and one has a hurt leg, 2 died, and I forget about the other 2. So remind me again, Peter. The Salton Sea is sitting on top of this country's largest lithium deposit. They're trying to get the okay to stop mining it. Oh. Good luck on that one.
Good luck. We'll see what happens. See what happens.
Oh, Texas, Jackie. Kevin. Okay. Oh, so I think you're out near
Houston.
Jesse and Lisa? Is that? I found you on I met you on Devil Dogs, or the Devil Dogs or Belt Loop, one or the other. I met you on. So you must be out there near Belt Loop, near Devil Dog or Houston Way, one or the other. Remember my aunt's phone number from when I was a child, right?
Yep.
I'm pretty good with phone numbers, but you know what? Now I don't remember people's phone numbers because I just put them right in my phone and I don't have to memorize them.
That's what I was just saying. Nobody,
Right.
you don't know, you don't know anybody's phone numbers. It's crazy. We used to know everybody's phone numbers by heart, no matter what. Or we would have an index.
Right.
Remember the old indexes that would spin?
Right. Yep.
And we had one of those, and that was for numbers that you didn't regularly use. But all the people, like if you had 10 people that you normally call, you knew all 10 numbers. And I find that Google does the same thing. Well, we have all this information here, right? Like we can ask it a question, anything, and the answer is nine times out of 10 is there. But we never have to remember anything. Like
Right.
we used to have to remember stuff. Now, not so much. So, all these kids today, they don't remember a lot of things. They don't have to because you can just ask Google, So it's, in a way, it kind of dumbs you down when it should be the opposite.
Right.
But you don't have to remember anything. So we have 10 people and 9 likes.
Thank you so much, William. I hope you have a great night, and thanks so much for coming to join us. Hope you have something really good to eat too.
Who's leaving? Oh,
William Brody.
Goodbye, William Brody.
Time to eat.
Thank you so much for stopping by. We will see you at the M23 meet. We have a campground site all paid for, and
Ready to go.
We're leaving here on the morning of the 16th, and the Lord willing, we'll be there on opening day.
For sure.
Hopefully, it's a drive-through. We'll see.
He'll be our first place to get into with the truck and the camper and the trailer and the car.
And the trailer. So right now I'm 32, 42, and another 5. So I'm around 48 feet long right now. Instead of 32, I've gone to 48.
So Peter has 3 out of 9 are still alive. 1 died. So hopefully there's still a few more to hatch yet.
It's too bad though, That's part of it though, I guess,
BI 549. What is that, Roy? Is that someone's phone number?
He was talking about batteries. Maybe that's a battery number.
Oh, is that a battery
But
number?
I don't know. Maybe we missed something too.
Well, Kevin, no worries. It's if even if you can just blame it on autocorrect, because half the time it is autocorrect that types things wrong.
That's why I don't use autocorrect. I just don't, because I find it messes up in like ways that sometimes you send a message and it's sent in a way that you really don't want it sent. Like it'll change a word, and one word one word can change the whole meaning of what you're trying to say.
Right.
It really can. It's amazing.
He talks into his phone
and
talk to text type thing.
And if I have everything like no background music or nothing, and I talk very, very slow and almost like a computer, it literally almost always comes out right.
Where I talk too fast and it comes out this muscle really mess. So for me, I talk too fast. Doesn't make it worth it.
Yeah, I have to consciously talk slow. So.
It's Junior Sample's phone number on Hee-Haw.
Only you, Roy.
Roy, we love you.
You are so funny. You really are.
Can't wait to meet up with you guys again.
Hee-Haw, I really did.
We did like Hee-Haw.
We used to just love it. It was like
jumping up in the
corniest thing in the world. It was like
in the haystack.
It was like a country and western laughing.
Yep.
It was hilarious. absolutely hilarious. Where are you tonight? Remember that song?
Yep.
We used to love it. Why must you leave me here all alone?
My parents owned a Firestone store when I was a kid. They offered credit to their customers MasterCard and Visa. I still recall the code to the credit bureau. Oh my gosh, to check their credit rating. Isn't that amazing?
Who's saying that?
Linda Baca.
Yeah, you know, that's the kind of stuff that you can remember. But Linda, can you remember what you had 2 nights ago for supper?
Right.
Probably not, right?
Kevin, thank you so much for stopping in and visiting us. We really, really appreciate it. And say hello to cute little Jackie boy. He is an
Awesome, you
adorable
guys.
dog, guys.
Thank
Check
you.
him out. The number that Camp and Therapy wrote reminded me of that number from Hee Haw.
Oh my God.
Uh,
Yeah, Merton was singing that last weekend. Why must you leave me here all alone?
oh, you're too funny, Doreen.
I searched the world over and I thought I found true love. You met another and you were gone. Yeah.
Carol, are you listening? He's singing for you.
Oh, yeah. What am I doing anyway? Why am I singing? Crazy. But I used to love that song. I really did.
Oh.
Yep. I was singing it last weekend. Susie was probably singing the same song in her head, right?
Linda said, nope. She doesn't remember what she had to eat 2 days ago.
See?
We remember what we just had to eat, but that's
Roy,
about it.
seriously, he says, I can't remember. Right, Roy? I cannot seriously remember what I had 2 nights ago for supper either.
What did we have?
What did we have? Who the hell knows?
Pizza.
That's right.
We had pizza.
That's right, because we celebrated
Charisse pizza.
because we celebrated my last day of being a mechanic.
Oh, by the way, you better talk about that.
Yeah, so I'm done. I'm officially done. I actually told my boss last week on Tuesday, I came in and said, I'm done. I'm going to go work. Had a job opportunities at several other golf courses to go and cut grass. And so I told him, I said, I'm done. We had some, discussion and stuff. And then as of Friday, I am now what I was supposed to be to begin with there is I'm just going to answer questions and guide the young people and teach them how to work on things. Like Friday, I cut grass for 7 hours and I was in the garage for 1 hour showing a young lady how to take out an alternator and put back in an alternator. It's very simple. But that's it. So like Tuesday, I'll be back lapping. So I'll be inside the garage on Tuesday, but I got to assume that the rest of the week I'll be outside,
Yay.
I came home and I wasn't tired. I was tired from the fresh air and sunshine, but I wasn't tired, like wiped out. My shoulder didn't hurt, my back didn't hurt, my knee didn't hurt. It was just
Still
amazing.
had some patience left.
I'm just getting too old to do it. It's that simple. And, I'm good at it. I am, but too bad. Everybody wants me to be their mechanic. It's crazy, and I just don't want to do it. So yeah. So I'm
yes,
gonna.
Doreen, that's what he wants to do is just mow grass.
Yep. So we're working.
Thought.
So we're working in the place I work now. I love my boss. I actually love my fellow workers. Everybody's it's all normal, redneck guys. There's no,
Be careful.
Yeah. And I love my boss. He's a wonderful guy. We actually become really good friends. So I like working there. So I'm glad. I didn't want to leave and go elsewhere, to be honest with you, because I liked it. I like it there. But I don't want to be the head mechanic. I don't want the pressure. I don't want to beat myself up anymore. In the last 2 weeks, I've had to pull out and install motors, and yeah, it's just I'm just done. Yeah. So yes.
He's very happy.
Yep.
Roy had a burger last night. He remembers that far.
Well, I can remember what I had
last night. What'd you have last night? Let's see. Give him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I know what I had tonight. I just had it.
We had Texas Roadhouse last
Chicken
night.
pot. That's right. Texas Roadhouse.
Had ribs.
Right. That's right.
I didn't do any cooking this week. So it was
ribs,
very.
I had ribs, mashed potatoes, and a garden salad. Yeah, it was very.
So we had no cooking this weekend. So we had pizza.
No, we actually took the weekend
pizza
off.
for Friday
cooking.
night. Saturday night we did because we went and we did the video in it yesterday at the train. So we stopped and picked up dinner on the way home, and then today his dad actually put the pot pies in. So he cooked them in his oven. So he offered to. So we had them put in the oven. He had the table set. He
Done.
had
We walked in, we sat down, we
Yep.
ate. I came back here, we had our live, and
he had some 3-bean salad put out for you and
When-
he and some pickles. And
when we get done with the live, I got like 2 more pieces of Return of On tape in the back of the rig, and I'm gonna call it a night. We're gonna either do some YouTube or watch a movie or something, and then get a good night's sleep. I got to go to Boston tomorrow to help my dad fix an air conditioner.
he hates going to Boston.
I hate Boston. I hate that city. It's horrible.
Sydney said,
It's horrible to drive. It's horrible to go to.
but his sister's driving, so he even got out of driving. She's going to drive up to visit cousins. So Cindy Hogan said, hee-haw and Grandpa wiping the non-existent window. Everyone shouting, "What's for supper?" Hello, Nancy. How are you? I was watching Nancy earlier. She was making some delicious-looking chocolate chip cookies. So she made a nice batch of cookies.
Sounds good to me.
And then she was making some.
Easy. We got Roy here. He loves chocolate chip
I know
cookies.
they're
You
really
don't
good
wanna make him hungry.
cookies.
Don't want to make him hungry.
I can't. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about trying to cook in the camper because the only thing I've ever baked in here. Well, actually, I baked 2 things. I baked banana breads, but for some reason, I don't know if it was the altitude or whatever, but they came out
Yeah,
like
we
sunken in the center.
we cooked them at like 5,000 feet or 4,000
yeah,
feet.
so I don't know
and
about
so I don't think we adjusted properly for being up so high, and so it didn't raise. It just kind of stayed sunk.
Yeah, I just kind of sunk it in. And they weren't very good.
It
He
wasn't. It
didn't
was
like
dense.
them at all.
Very dense.
Yeah.
Wasn't bread like. It was very.
So I
dense.
made that, and then I made apple crisp when we went to visit Tom and Lori, and then come to find out Tom doesn't like cooked apples. So he
likes
picked at it, but he
likes-
didn't enjoy it.
He
So
likes chocolate cake.
likes
though.
chocolate
so the next
cakes.
time we met him, we made sure we brought chocolate cake.
We brought him some
So,
chocolate
and he was
cake.
chowing down on it.
He
so,
likes his chocolate cake.
yeah, he
But
does.
so yeah, we made that's the only 2 things I've baked in the oven. So as far as baking goes, and I like to bake. I don't bake very often, but
Sue's
I
a
do
good-
like to
Sue's
bake.
a really
That's
good
something I
baker.
like to do.
Sue's
So
a good cook, I would say, but an excellent baker.
I'm curious to see how cookies come out because I do love. There's nothing better than a chocolate chip cookie, Nancy. Nothing better. And Nancy also made raisin bread. I ended up having to go off. I found how I was busy and I kind of lost track of it. So I guess she went on to making raisin bread when she was done making the cookies.
You all are making me want chocolate chip cookies now. So
I know.
We're
I've
gonna
been
have
dying for chocolate chip
to- we're gonna have
cookies,
to do
homemade
something
ones.
about that, Sue. Right?
I know.
Hint.
Well, actually, I got to make apple crisp first. 'Cause I got 4 bags of apples sitting here on the table. That
Make both. Make both.
Yeah,
Don't be
make
afraid.
both.
Don't be afraid. I'll eat apple crisp at home. I'll take the cookies to work. You know? I don't even need my Reese's peanut butter cups if I take chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, right. Carol, do you hear that? Thing is, I could actually go in and use his dad's kitchen. So
I'll treasure at home like chocolate chip cookies and raisin bread. I love raisin bread,
you do like raisin bread. She made
do.
homemade. That's what she was making.
and
Homemade
I
raisin bread.
love apple crisp too. Yes, our treasure at home loves apple crisp. Me too. Susie makes a good one. It's like an oatmeal because I'm gluten free. It's not like breadcrumbs. It's like an oatmeal.
Well, no, it's usually oatmeal.
Yeah, whatever though. It's Susie, whatever she makes. It's really good.
What Carol says?
About what?
Reese's peanut butter cups. What?
Right?
He might have a couple chocolate chip cookies
Mm.
over them, but he'd prefer to have both. So he must be having withdrawals, though. He hasn't had any in 2 days.
Carol's having a few little medical problems, you guys. She could use your prayers. So if you're anybody while you're praying, just throw Carol Walters in there, okay? Because I guess she's feeling good in the morning, but every night she's not feeling so great. So she's dealing with the doctors and dealing with medications. Yeah, so just keep Carol in your prayers. I worry about Carol. I put up a video, and if she doesn't answer like right away, I freak out. No cheating going in the house to bake. You need to learn your oven. You're absolutely right, Lori. So right now, let's crank it up. See if we can't make an apple crisp.
Lori, I was going to call you for some advice on the cooking because I know he said, because he's watched every one of Lori and Tom's videos, and he said that Lori has a certain way of doing it, and
She
it's,
takes it out and turns it every couple minutes. And
see, he knows
'cause
exactly.
She knows where her oven hot spots are or whatever.
So yes, I have to learn my oven. I'm the kind of person I don't want to learn it until I have to.
I've never had any of Lori's cookies, but Tom sure seems to love them. Lori says, "Call me. I will give you some
Mm.
advice."
Awesome, Lori. You're a good friend.
What is a Jewish
Apple cake.
apple cake, Doreen?
I bet that was good. A Jewish apple cake.
Yeah, what is that?
Carol loves chocolate chip cookies too. I usually make chocolate chip cookies at Christmas a lot, and I give them to people. But I don't know if I'll be doing that in this tiny oven with
That is a small
pan.
oven.
The pan is this big.
It's a
I
small
usually
oven.
have nice big giant.
And
pans that you
at
can
home
fit in the
we had-
oven.
We had two two
I
shelves.
only did one. I only always do one pan though.
So now, yeah, I know, but now we only have one shelf. So,
But
you
our
know.
pan is this big. I
It's
bet
a
you can
small
fit
pan. You can make
maybe 6 cookies on it.
No, probably 10,
Uh,
maybe, I don't
can
know.
only make 12 on the big ones at home. So I don't know. I say 6. You just remember brown sugar topping and chunks of apple on it. It's been many years since you had it. I'll have to look that recipe up. Here's a tip. For the best chocolate chip cookies, go to Walmart Deli and buy the big box. They're way better than soft batch cookies. Nuke them in a microwave for 10 to 15 seconds. You're welcome.
And you won't blow the oven up, right, Roy? I don't know if you all know, but Roy blew his oven up there a while back. He left a lighter in it, and boom, blew the door right off of it.
Oh, Nancy's had Jewish apple cake. All right, Nancy, what's in a Jewish apple cake? Is that just an actual cake that the apples are just made into in between type thing? Kind of. I think we've had cake like that. Like
Yeah.
I used to make a cake that was just an apple cake. Just put tons
Well,
of apples in it, and
we would make
a cake.
we would make a vanilla cake mix and put the same ingredients that we were putting in an apple pie right into the cake mix. I used to make an apple cake that was outstanding.
really
we haven't
good.
made that in a long time
I've
either.
made that in a long
Come on,
time.
let's go. Let's see how that comes out in this oven here. Let's go. Yeah.
Doreen doesn't like to cook. That's why Doreen loves her. She has great salads though. She was making a salad. We were talking to Doreen yesterday, and she was making a salad. She was putting cranberries in it, and what else was she putting in it? Pecans, I think she said. No, almonds, I think it was. Nuts of some sort. So yeah, she makes good salads.
Roy says he hasn't used the oven since. That was quite a while back. More probably because Becky said
it still works.
Probably because Becky said don't use the oven. So I don't know if Becky's back there yet or not, but she's been in Indiana for a while.
I don't think she's
I'm
there
not
yet.
sure.
She's not due back until I think he said August.
That's right.
Last time I
No,
was on there.
I heard that on one of their lives, and those two do a live every single weekday.
Every day, guys, check them out.
Arizona time, I believe. Watch, I'm going to get this wrong.
I think it's 1 o'clock our time. I believe.
Here it's 1 o'clock, so I got to assume it's 11 o'clock there.
Arizona time.
But don't quote me on that. But go over and check that channel out, though.
They're fun to watch.
They are fun.
Nancy said I never made one, but a friend of ours when I was younger made one for us. Oh, have to check that out. Look up the recipe for a Jewish apple cake.
Susie made me a peanut butter pie. I don't know.
Yeah, I made that. That was
the last when we were still back at the house, and being a peanut butter guy, that was pretty damn good.
Someone on YouTube was talking about that, so. He says not use the oven here.
Yeah, you got that right. I forgot. Yeah,
sure.
Nobody's going to turn their oven on when it's 101 degrees. I totally spaced that out. Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting. Yeah, nobody's going to be cranking up the oven.
Now, do you go out and make? Roy and Becky have all the cast iron pots and stuff that they use. They'll build a fire, but I bet it's probably too hot to build a fire as well. To cook over the fire, but they do all kinds of cooking over the fire in the cast iron.
I don't know if you can make chocolate cookies.
You can make almost anything over the. Yeah, that's what they say.
Oh.
Yeah. He said, "All water heater, it comes out of the ground hot already."
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. Absolutely.
You don't have the recipe either, Doreen, huh? I bet you can find it within 3 seconds. See how fast it takes to find a Jewish apple cake. Probably not long.
Just talking to it.
Yeah, but it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the hell it's made out of. I like apple anything.
Apple cake recipe.
There's no firewood in quartzite anyways. He has a way to cook on, but there's no firewood in quartzite according to Roy.
Oh,
that's right. I forgot. Yeah, you're right.
That's right. You got to buy. Yeah, you got to buy it.
Yeah, you got to buy it.
Right.
Yeah. It's very expensive too. Probably can't even.
It is very expensive.
It is.
Wow. What is in a Jewish apples cake?
Oh, look at it though.
Well, I haven't got to the recipe yet. That's the thing. That's all.
Yeah, they're not going to give you a recipe. You know how that goes.
Spend 10 minutes talking about things, and then they get to the recipe. Like, you got to keep scrolling down to find the recipe.
Yeah, Roy cooks like low flame stuff right now.
Yeah,
uses the Blackstone, whatever.
Right, try not to heat it up too much.
Absolutely, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you want to add any more heat to the inside of honey, for sure.
That's for sure.
For sure.
Jeez, I still haven't gotten to the recipe yet, guys. God, what takes so long?
I think you're on the wrong
No,
website.
it's yeah. I'll find it later, guys, because it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Yep.
No firewood.
You got to buy firewood there, and it's pricey. I mean, that firewood we had at Box Van D's probably cost $100
What we bought?
for all. No,
Oh.
not what we bought. What
No,
we bought.
we spent what, like $25 just
Yeah.
for a couple
Well, so
little
it probably was
bundles.
more
Hundreds.
than that.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
Yeah.
You can't bring wood with you because they're worried about
Right.
if you get some sort of beetle or something. You can only buy wood that you can buy. You can supposed to only burn wood that you buy.
Right.
You can't bring your own wood in because I guess there's some sort of pest that can come along with it or something.
Oh, he said they also have a camp oven for the camp stove
Yeah.
if needed. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's-
that would
we don't
work.
have one of those yet.
No, we
We
don't.
have the little, little
I could cook
camp
cookies.
stove
I could
thing.
cook cookies in that little thing though. You could put cook cookies on that and show the little round one with the
Oh, yeah.
with the grill. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. We could cook almost anything in that really, just about.
Yeah.
We could do bacon and eggs on it or
Yeah, that kind of stuff. I don't know about
Whatever.
baking cookies
of
though.
course, why not? Just keep
Yeah.
it low.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We might try it and let you know, guys.
Why not? Why not? Yeah. So
Might try
very
it.
very busy day. I washed the whole side of the rig, the whole driver's side, and put all the turbine tape on. Like I said, so it's very very busy for me. And Sue's been very busy in here, and we're
I've
very
been piddling around as well.
we were very busy yesterday. We had a blast. It's the first time we actually got in the car and went and filmed
was fun.
specifically to film for YouTube since before Quartzsite. Like
We went out to a lighthouse out Beaver Tail.
Beaver Tail Lighthouse.
Yeah,
in
very
Jamestown,
pretty.
Rhode Island.
Just so
Gorgeous.
beautiful. All ocean. It's right on the total ocean surrounding you.
Gorgeous.
It was very
So
pretty.
we filmed that.
It was a
and
perfect day for it too.
yeah, we filmed that, and then my buddy has a giant, railroad tracks in the back in his backyard, and he has it all fixed up nice.
That was really fun.
It was awesome. We had so
Just
much
smiling.
fun.
It was just
Oh man, it
a
was
very
great.
happy time for sure. It's just so fun.
It was fun.
Got to meet his wife, and she was very nice.
She was a very nice lady.
Very crafty lady. So we had lots in
It was
common.
right on Jamestown. It was right on the Jamestown Island, right on the ocean too. It was a nice sea
What a
breeze
beautiful-
coming
yeah.
in. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was really gorgeous. We got to watch, on Beaver Tail, right outside the lighthouse there. There's like not cliffs, but giant rocks. I guess you'd call
is
them
cliffs.
small
Yeah.
cliffs,
Yeah.
But watching the ocean bang against that, and
So pretty.
all the waves and
Just
the
very pretty.
boats, and it was
Lots
a
of boats
beautiful
out,
day.
yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. There was no smoke in the air. Yesterday it was clear as a bell.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of smoke from
other
the
than during the day, 3 different times we got just like a quick black cloud to go over and get a shower.
We've been getting a lot of smoke from the fires in
It's
Canada.
getting bad here.
So we've been getting quite a bit last week or so.
To the point where they put it on the news, which is, I'm not sure if I agree with this, but they did put on the news, if you smell smoke, don't call 911, which I'm not sure that's what you really want to say, because then people won't call 911 in situations, I suppose, when they're supposed to. I don't know. I'm just saying, but
Right.
I guess a lot of people call 911 thinking something's on fire. I almost thought something was on fire when I first smelled it too. It was at the golf course. I was getting concerned. I was looking around in the woods and stuff, but then I heard the news. It's coming down like from Canada, kind of goes out to the ocean, and then kind of comes back over the top of us for some reason, And we've had a couple days where we've been like in a haze the whole day. Yeah, Canada's burning up right now. Guess they had a dry winter and very very hot spell, and once the fire got started, it was
Very sad.
it's just burning like crazy.
Carol said she just took her 6 o'clock pills. Let's see what happens. She's been
Yeah.
having trouble walking her because of her Parkinson. It's giving her a hard time right now.
It's
So
sad.
they've got her on some new pills,
wanted her to
and
get
sometimes
well.
they work and sometimes they don't.
Yeah,
So
we want Cal to be well.
keep Carol in your prayers for sure. Doreen says someone in Jersey said it was setting off smoke alarms in the houses. Wow.
Wow,
It was smoky in Ohio too. Yeah, it's
really? Wow.
the whole
Yeah.
area has been
Yeah.
pretty smoky. All the way down Florida area was
Let's see.
getting it. Everyone.
Yeah, the wheels, like
Carol was getting North Carolina, so
things are going. I don't know.
yeah.
I'm not like a political guy, and I'm not a scientist, but the will is not. Something's happening with the weather. Who knows what or why? Whether it was global warming or whatever.
Mother Nature isn't happy. What
No.
was that commercial?
No, Mother Nature is not happy. Yeah.
What was that? It was a butter commercial. I forget what it used to be. Do you remember the one I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I can't believe it's not butter. And then Mother Nature wasn't happy because we weren't using regular butter.
Nature
So
ain't
instead, we're
happy
supposed to.
one way or the
So we
other.
should use tubs of laboratory-made margarine, right? Instead. Yeah. So.
Hmm.
So, anyways, guys, our hour is up. I got to get going because I got to finish that. I got to finish Finicky Franny here. I got a little more of a Turnabon to do in the back before I can call it a day, and then we're going to jump in the car and go get a thing of ice cream, and then I got to
Yes,
get.
mango sherbet on his mind.
Yeah, then I got to get to bed early tonight because I got to get up with my dad, and we got to go up to Boston and put an air compressor into an air conditioner. So yeah, it's going to be quite a job. Normally a 4-hour job if everything goes right. So
Don't mess with Mother
don't
Nature.
mess
Thank
with
you,
Mother Nature.
Linda.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you
That's
very,
it.
very. Don't mess
Don't
with
mess
Mother
with Mother
Nature.
Nature.
Yeah,
I think we've been messing with Mother Nature way too much
yeah, we have.
lately. Have
We have.
so.
We have.
I think Mother Nature's not happy.
Yeah.
Bluebell praline pecan is the best.
Yeah, I've never had Bluebell ice cream.
Yeah, did you try Bluebell?
Oh, I did try it.
did try.
It was pretty good. Yeah, it wasn't.
But not
bad.
praline.
That's Jawhead and Ginger on their YouTube channel. Jawhead and Ginger. That's their favorite kind of ice cream.
We actually tried it on vacation this last time.
It's based in Texas, I guess, and like Texans love it. So yeah, we did. That's right. It was on. It was on
we tried it.
vacation.
I think in fact we got it at Stuckey's.
Yep.
We found it at Stuckey's in their freezer.
Yep.
So.
So yeah, chiffon margarine. It's
but
not nice to
so
fool
good.
Mother Nature. Thank you, Larry. So anyways, you guys, we're done with our hour, and I got to get back to working on Finicky Franny, and Susie's got to get ready to. So because I only got another 20 minutes, and we're gonna go for ice cream, and then I got to get to bed early and
We
stuff.
thank
So
you guys so
thank
much
you
for
so
coming
much
and
for coming
spending the
by.
hour with us.
And we're planning on doing a live on Wednesday night. We're gonna give it a try. We're looking at maybe doing Wednesday night and
At 6?
and
Was it 6 or 5?
at 5
At 5?
and
That what we did last time was 5?
No, but we're gonna do 5 this time.
Okay.
And see what happens, and then we are going to do another one on Sunday, and we'll see how it works out. Maybe we can do a couple of weeks because we love doing it. We love talking to you guys. It's just a lot of fun. Don't forget to put Carol Walters in your prayers, and please
Have fun, Doreen.
please hit the thumbs up on the way out. It helps us with YouTube, and we appreciate it, and we love you all, and we will see you soon.
Take care, guys.
Y'all
Bye.
have a nice night. Bye, everybody.
See ya.